Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Rich Formadoni, Product Marketing Manager at Casio. Thank you for joining us, Rich.
My pleasure, Fred. Thank you for having me on.
You've got a big announcement that Casio has made about, I guess, an updated keyboard. Give us the overview here and a little background. This is kind of fun.
Sure, the background is actually pretty important. In 1980, Casio made the first portable keyboard with full-size keys and polyphonic sound that anybody could afford. So they made music making available to just about everyone, and that was a Casiotone, the CT201. So now, nearly 40 years later, we are reviving the Casiotone brand with a series of new keyboards that are, again, portable, affordable, and tons of fun to play.
Well, and as you said, very affordable in terms of the starting price here. Give us the overview of what's coming out.
Well, there are three different models that are currently available: the CTS 200, the CTS 300, and the LK S250, which features lighted keys. All three of them feature 61 full-size keys. The 300 and the S250 are touch sensitive, so they have touch responsive keys that vary dynamically based on how hard you play them, so you can get a much more natural sound that way. They all take 6 AA batteries. They all have a very convenient carrying handle that doubles as a holder for the music rest. They've got a real slick-looking design with built-in speakers. You can also plug in headphones so you can play quietly wherever you want. And they have 400 great-sounding tones, 77 fun rhythms. And the other really interesting thing about them is how easily you can expand on what you're able to do with an app. There's an app called Cordana Play, which you connect to via USB. There are micro USB ports on all these models of keyboards. And the app lets you load in your favorite MIDI file, and it'll teach you how to play it with a vertical piano roll system that also shows you traditional notation. And it can score you based on how well you play. There's also another very, very fun aspect of these keyboards called dance music mode. Basically what that does is it lets you play beats and bass lines and synth parts from 50 different styles of music, along with some very cool new vocal samples. So it lets you create and instantly remix EDM tracks. So if you're brand new to the world of keyboards, you can do something with these instruments that never sounds wrong, even if you're not sure which keys do what. So it's a lot of fun for a beginner. For somebody that's just starting out on their musical journey, you can make music very quickly. And if you're a little more advanced, you can take advantage of the touch responsive keys and get a very, very natural sound from the 400 built-in tones.
What other inputs or outputs are there, and people can use an adapter as well as the batteries, I assume, as well?
Yes, actually, there's an adapter included in every box, so you are good to go right out of the box. There's nothing else you have to buy, but if you want to take it with you, play in the park or on a bus or whatever, yeah, take 6 AA's. In terms of connectivity, there's a headphone output and there's also an 1/8 of an inch audio input. So if you'd like to use those built-in speakers, which sound very good, you can connect your phone or whatever device you want right into that input, and it'll play over the built-in speakers.
Could a microphone be used to sing along, for instance, that kind of thing?
It could, but you'd want to have a preamp connected to the microphone.
Very interesting. So you're doing all this, really opening up a world of music to families at a really affordable price range. And these are going to be available when and where?
These are shipping now. So you can get them at various online retailers, and there are some other stores as well that carry them. I don't want to name any specific ones, but just a quick search will give you, a whole variety of places where you can get a CT, a Casiotone.
And even though this is 61 keys instead of 88, people can really use these keyboards to learn how to play, to take lessons.
Yes, this is a great first step. So if you've got a young kid, for example, you're not sure if they're going to stick with piano lessons, but you want to get them started without investing the money into a full 88 key, fully weighted instrument, these are a great choice because they do not cost an arm and a leg, and they're a great entry point. Eventually, you'll want something with weighted keys, but for portability and for playing certain types of sounds, semi-weighted keys like the ones on the Casiotone keyboards are perfect.
Terrific. For more info, where do we go?
CasioMusicGear.com.
Rich Formadoni, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Fred.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love Crane.